All right, good morning. Today I'm going to show you how to create a holiday greeting card that's going to be going to have four folds. It's going to look something like this. We're going to have a front, back, and then the inside of the card. And just like any sort of greeting card, we'll have it fold over. So if you kind of look at that, you'll have an idea of if we folded it on one of the creases, we'd have the front and the back facing us and the insides facing away from us, and then we can fold it again so that the insides are touching each other. Let's get started. I'm going to open up a Microsoft Word document, and again today I'm just going to show you how you can get started with this project, and then I'll leave it up to your own individual creativity based on all the skills that you've learned so far. I'm going to start by I'm going to start by going to my page layout, going to margins, and just changing my custom margins to 1/2 inch on each side. That's my narrow setting. I'm then going to go ahead and insert a table that's 2 columns and 2 rows. Once I've done that, I'm going to take my, make it so I can see my whole page, and I'm going to grab this little handle at the bottom right hand corner of my table, and I'm going to stretch my document down, making sure that I stay within the confines of my document so that I've got 4 even cells. I'm now going to be able to work within each of those cells. Ultimately, we're going to want to highlight our table and get rid of all of our borders so that we don't see those. But for now, I might decide to keep those as it might make my life a little bit easier. Let's see. I'm going to start by going to Google, and I want to find some images that are going to work for me. And what I did is I chose this fall garland, and it gives you an idea of how you don't necessarily need an already composed image. You can create your own. And so this already has a bunch of leaves, but I could even take it leaf by leaf, and I'm going to show you how I do that. I'm going to go back to my Microsoft Word document and I'm going to start, this is going to be the front of my card. This is going to be the back of my card, and these will be the inside, each of the inside panels. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to insert this image. It's too large, so let me shrink it down really small. There we go. So that it fits nicely in there. And then what I can do is I'm going to click on my text wrapping, and instead of it being in line with the text, what I want to do is I want to send it behind the text. What that's going to allow me to do is move this anywhere I want on my document, and it won't affect my my table at all, similar to what you just saw. The next thing I'm going to do is and I'll be able to shrink this later, but since I've already sent it behind the text, I can move the image wherever I want it to go. I can copy and paste this. Sorry, I can copy this and paste it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create on my front page a little wreath. Actually, make sure that it's perfectly lined up. There we go. I can rotate this. Set it right there. Shrink this handle. Spend a little bit more time getting it perfect in a bit. Copy and paste. Oops. Copy it and click away and then paste again. Make sure that this is perfectly lined up. Just scoot it over like that. Might shrink this up a little bit. And then now I'm ready to, if I wanted to, I can hold the shift button, highlight all of my corners. Oops. Wrong way. Center that on my document. And then inside I can insert a quick text box. Just a simple text box. And I can say Happy Thanksgiving. I can make sure that no outline. And maybe I'll make it orange. I can play more with this as I move forward. I can increase the font size, change the font. Send it back. Oops. Range. I can just bring this to the front, I suppose. There we go. And so that just gives you an idea of how you can start working towards creating something like this, playing with the tools that you've learned so far. This is going to be my front. This is going to be the back. So on the back side, if you look at a typical greeting card, you might see that it has some information at the bottom about like the publisher or something. If you hit enter and your image starts to move, all you have to do is right click, go here to your text wrapping layout option, and go down, and instead of move with text, click fix position on page. That's going to make it so that you can just go ahead and hit enter all the way down, and then somewhere down here you can like mention that this this greeting card created with love by Chris Rubin. And again, if you wanted, like, I could go back to Google Images and find a picture of a little turkey or something like that. Let's see, Thanksgiving turkey. I could just copy this image, go back to Word. I could throw that in there. Just gonna grab my layout option and just make it like 2 inches tall. I'm gonna send it behind the text, which will then reset everything, which is nice. Although it's making it a little difficult for me to grab it. Center this. Now send it behind the text, move it up, shrink it. So in my opinion, that's starting to look a little bit cuter, right? That's my front and my back. I'll just put one more image on the document, or maybe like some sort of like little saying that's important, like a little poem or something like that. And then I'll leave one column or one box that's wide open for you to write a message to, like your family or friends or whatever it might be. And so again, to do that, I can just go back here to my Google Images, find an image that I like, or create my own out of like something like unique fall flowers, right? And I could make something neat using something like this as well. One of the reasons that my images look the way they do, and as a reminder, a nice way to sort for images, there's lots of options. So you could choose any of these. But if you go to search tools and you just choose transparent as the background, then you won't have to worry about something having like a big box around it. So that's one nice aspect. But for all all intents and purposes, if you wanted to use a photo, you could absolutely do that as well. In any case, have fun. That's how you get started with this assignment. And good luck coming up with a really fun and unique looking card. Thanks.